So, hi everybody,
Hello.
and what we're doing? We're gonna do a review on Hyatt Place, Flagstaff,
Yep.
Arizona
We just
hotel.
got back from a little
Um,
jaunt up north with
Yes.
the family this weekend, and it was so beautiful up there.
Had a wonderful time.
It was great.
mhm.
The hotel, it was okay, It's
It was
fine.
okay, yes, and this is why we're doing the review
Because
there was some things
not
that
okay things.
kind of bugged us,
Mhm.
and you might say, well, you're just being picky.
Well,
but,
we have to. It's a review, so we want you
but
guys
it
to
is a
make
review.
a
because-
valid decision if you
right.
want to go up there.
Because here, the first, let's start with the price. Okay, so we had never visited this place before. It was
Mhm.
brand new as of October. It was sometime in October.
I actually made
23.
the reservations before they even opened,
Yeah.
like a couple of weeks before.
Yeah, it was in
And,
October 23, I think we did.
Yeah, something like that.
So we decided, cool. Of course, there was no pictures to view,
Or
really.
reviews, really. There
No
really wasn't a
reviews.
whole lot except
Yeah.
that we knew it was a
So-
Hyatt, which
right.
is kind of fancy.
Right.
B,
this is what we thought.
Flagstaff.
Yeah, right.
Um,
And
and it had an indoor pool, which was heated, so that
Mhm.
was on our checklist.
yep.
It had free complimentary hot breakfast,
Right.
which was on our checklist. 'Cause
Right.
we got the littles and the middles, and we want to make sure everybody has breakfast.
Also had an indoor. It also had a place called the Placery, where you can have some
Food,
some food, some
drinks.
lounge drinks,
Mhm.
beer.
Kind of all
beer.
in this one big area
And-
with tables. So
And it was nice.
you could be any
Um,
age you want. It wasn't like a restaurant. It's more like a cafe kind of thing, but yet
Yeah, a
you
lounge.
ordered the
It was a lounge.
beer and
Let's call it a
drinks
lounge, is what it.
a lounge.
And of course, it was kid friendly too.
Yeah.
But
And I think pet friendly too. Pet
yeah.
friendly. You can bring
So-
pets.
upon arrival, let's go through the whole thing from the time that we got there.
Check-in, they said is 3:00, but
Right.
I asked for early
early.
check-in, and they did say if available.
Right.
Whatever.
But even at 3:00, they weren't ready for stuff. So what they did was they sent us to this park. We had played in the snow. We had gone to this wonderful restaurant called Fratelli's Pizza for lunch there, and they make. By the way, I'm gonna put a little thing out for them. They make really good pizza, don't
Yes,
they?
it was like voted
Yeah.
number one in Flagstaff
Yeah,
a few times.
it's
whatever.
good pizza.
So that'll be
So-
on our other playlist. I
Yeah.
think there's going to be a video that Mark made of the family.
Oh, the
lunchtime,
vacation.
and it'll be
That's
included.
up already.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you'll be seeing
What's that called? Snow Day?
It's just called Snow Day.
Go find it.
Flagstaff
Snow
Snow Day. Yeah.
So
And that's under travel and leisure. This
Yes.
will probably
There's a fly bugging me.
be under there as well because this is it'll be under the same
Mm,
folder as
yeah.
what you saw this.
So
But anyway, so back to that, we decided that we would go and
drink your beer, babe. Don't forget.
Oh, I won't. And try to check in
So-
at what time was it?
It
2
was
o'clock?
about
1:30
when we
1:30, yeah.
got there, and she said, "Check in early. There is an early check-in fee of $25." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, if one room is ready, let's just go put our crap
Wait,
down."
let's say this too.
There was not one room ready yet.
I think they have 95 rooms. Is it
90.
95?
It wasn't
90?
quite 100.
Okay.
4 floors,
Yeah, I think it's 90
spacious
rooms.
rooms, beautiful rooms.
They're pretty nice, yeah.
But
But
pull-out sofas.
each room has a king. Well, this is what we got. I think they do have queen rooms
They
too.
have double queens.
We had a
sofa.
king size bed
With a
and
sofa bed.
and then a sofa bed,
Mhm.
and then our kids had the same because we bought them. This was part of their Christmas
Yeah,
gift,
they
so
each had their own suite to do stuff.
and it was 170 per room, I believe.
176 after tax and
Yeah.
fees, and they get you.
So it was an
for all that.
expensive Christmas gift if you look at that, and not included the
Well,
food too.
Yeah, but exactly.
didn't
Included
include
the
the
food
Yeah.
for breakfast.
It did well that yeah.
Because we normally would pay for that too,
Yeah.
so we didn't have to. It was included in the room price if
But-
you want to justify it.
When we got there and
Mm-hmm.
she sent us to a park because
Thorpe Park, because it's really good with kids, and there's
the
lots
place
of
was
places
packed.
to swing and play. Mhm.
The kids loved it. I came back to the hotel because I had to pee.
Guess what else was
Yeah.
there? A million people.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Guess where you had to park? Who knows? Just wherever you can find a spot down the street,
Down the
around the
street,
neighborhood, wherever.
Because the parking lots were full.
So,
But-
wouldn't have gone there.
Yeah, that was that. I'm not recommending that not unless you get there early and find a parking spot, and even then it's going to get really crowded.
And there's
there was
not a whole lot to
probably
do.
I don't
can
know.
plan
I would say
toys and stuff.
300 people, 400 people there
Yeah,
at
well,
least.
that's crammed.
There's a lot.
But the
So,
kids had fun. Let's
they-
just keep going back. It was
This
all
was
about the kids.
yeah, and this was
so.
after the snow experience, and we wanted to go check in and go swimming. Well, of course, they
So we went
sent
back
us
to the
away,
hotel.
and then so Rich and I went back, and then
You had to pee, and the line
Yeah.
was too long at the bathroom. So
Yeah.
we just went back to the hotel.
it was
and
like 30
checked in.
people in line at the park, and I was like, I'm not waiting for this.
Mhm.
Like, forget this. So then we went back, and
It was like 10 till 3 now.
10 to 3, and
one room was
one king was available.
ready that she
No, she
could
had-
check us in.
she
right?
had a couple more, but all of a sudden they disappeared. This is why I think.
Oh yeah, Ashley was looking.
I think what happens with that, they do have favoritism for the members over
Maybe
the
the
guests.
rewards members, which
Yeah,
we didn't
and we're not
sign up for
we're
that.
not a member, so of course it also these ones
It
disappear. She
shouldn't
goes,
matter,
oh, that one just disappeared. That room's done.
And
Sorry,
I'm like, going, disappeared.
we're
I'm
sitting
standing
there.
right here.
Yeah,
What do you mean it
asking.
disappeared?
So
What
that was
the hell, lady?
anyway. When we did get the check in, she said this. Okay, now I'm going to tell you this. This is just a regular parking lot. Okay, that they have on their property.
Yeah.
It's a regular parking lot. There's nothing fancy there.
No.
There's there's a big dumpster full of garbage on the side
Nothing
over there.
fancy here either.
The train tracks run back
Mhm.
in the background there. That's the case all over Flagstaff pretty much. So it depends
I
on where
don't mind
you are.
the
You're
train.
at.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So and that was another thing I heard all night was the train, but
Like a rumbling. They didn't go
Yeah.
like doo doo. or
no,
anything
they didn't
like
do
They
that.
just
But you could hear the
rumbled.
trains come through. But so she said, well, it's going to be $8 per vehicle. So they charged us
Oh yeah.
$8 per car, which we had 3 cars,
Mhm.
added on to the $170 per room.
Mm-hmm. Which they didn't say they parking.
Nope.
You pay. Okay,
All of a
on
sudden-
the website when you make the reservations, it should tell you all the.
If they're gonna charge me,
fees.
look, if they're gonna charge me for parking for cars, they better have a locked gate and an attendant there.
And a valet,
And
damn
that-
it.
Yes, this place was not that fancy.
No,
Okay,
no big deal.
it was nice.
And then what I also found out when I was reading reviews, I guess it's pet friendly.
Mhm.
Someone complained that when they got there, not only did they charge me $8 for a car, but there was a $75 pet deposit fee.
on
She
top
goes,
of the 170.
yeah, or
okay?
whatever they paid.
Yeah.
And she said if I would have seen that, it was nowhere on the website, we would have went someplace else
Yeah.
because we didn't have to do that. There's other options.
So in the video, you'll see everybody in one room, because we were crammed in there waiting for the other 2 rooms to
we
be
fit
open.
nicely in there.
Yeah, we did. We
We
were
had
on there.
Griffin's little birthday
And-
party.
and of
He
course we
opened
have-
his presents and played.
Yeah, we have 4 grandkids, and they're all running around. Someone down below, I'm sure they're going, "What the heck is going on up
Are
there?"
you kidding? They were still cleaning all the freaking hotels.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
She goes, we were really full last night, so is that why no rooms were
And
available
we're
at check-in?
saying, how
many-
much staff do you have? Oh, that's another thing. We'll go into
And
that.
honestly, I only saw one cart. I remember going down the hall, the bathroom or something,
Yeah.
and seeing a cart
on
down
our
here.
floor. On our floor. Yeah.
On the before I even got up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
there might have been one on there too. So
There was
I think
one on our
there's
floor,
one
too.
per
Yeah.
floor.
I don't know.
No wonder they
But
don't
that's
turn
that's
around
a
very.
lot
They just
of-
need more staff.
Yeah. And they do act.
It's just-
I mean, they're
that's-
nice. Look, they're nice. They're a little passive. I passive aggressive. I'd
Oh yeah.
say.
It's like, we're sorry, we're
Yeah.
short staffed. It's like
so-
okay.
So there we go. Let's make our first complaint was the price for the room. Okay, 170.
Which is okay if you got everything else perfect.
Right. So it's 170 per room. Now think of this. We took our family on this trip for a trip just because we
That's
give
our
them a
Christmas
gift
present.
for a Christmas gift.
And we like to do just activities. We gave them a
so-
snow day. So
yeah, snow day.
that was it.
We usually take them to some place like Arizona, and we stay at a nice hotel down in Williams,
And go to the
and
Grand Canyon
and
Brewery.
go to the Grand Canyon Brewery. And I mean, it probably cost about the same as what we spent on this
right.
trip.
And that's okay.
Because
It's part of
we
the-
thought we were going to be a little bit more fancy.
fancy.
So
Well, it was brand new, and
Yeah.
it smelled new. The
It was
carpet smelled
nice.
new.
It was
the paint
nice. That was
new.
nice,
Everything
yeah.
was new.
yeah,
But
it wasn't the cost. The cost per.
it didn't justify.
Yeah, this is
everything
like
else, I don't think.
they're treating it like it's like a 5-star resort or something with the price that they're charging.
And I'm not trying to dig
it's
them.
not,
and be,
okay.
It was it was
Yeah.
not. It was acceptable. I give
was
it an
nice.
8 out of 10, and the only reason it's not a 10 is because the heated pool was not that hot, and there was no jacuzzi.
Well, there you go. That's just good. We'll start with that. Okay,
So I'm just like,
so after
that
we
was half of our
here we go.
hanging out time.
After they finally got their rooms and everybody changed into swimsuits. We
Mhm.
we met down at the pool. I think it was about 4:00.
Yeah.
And
3,
so
4, yeah.
so we went down there, and of course I was expecting a jacuzzi.
Mhm.
And when we walked in there, the room was very nice and warm.
It was like tropical warm.
Yeah, but
The pool.
you get in the
It's
pool.
probably 80
I
degrees,
think.
maybe.
Okay, so I know this is a complaint, and some people back east would say,
80.
"Well, 80's
That's
great."
hot.
But I'm from Phoenix here,
Yeah.
we both are.
I
Not just
am.
me.
I'm from Illinois.
Well, yeah, well, I was from Ohio originally, way back when.
Back in the day.
But I've got the Arizona blood,
So
which is a lot
it was
thinner.
a little cool, but we
So
got
it
used to
was
it.
cool.
And guess what? The kids didn't
The
care.
kids didn't care.
Their little
They loved
lips were
it.
blue and they're all boom. I'm like, oh,
So-
and then they're jumping in, playing, having a good time. So.
What I thought was the biggest issue there was that they had space that they could have converted
Mm-hmm.
into a jacuzzi area.
Yeah, they could revamp
instead
it.
of instead of putting like a big gigantic bathroom in there, which is very not really needed. I mean, you got a room if you have to pee, go up to your room or whatever.
Well, they
or
didn't
down the hall. Listen, down the hall, there's also a bathroom. So,
I don't mind having a little tiny restroom in the pool area.
Right, but
Obviously,
that was
little
a
kids
big
are gonna be
one.
like, Mom, I have to pee. It's like, okay, let's go.
and
But little, not
and then
big.
they had a
You need a big
shower. But so they could have taken some of that space.
Yeah, you don't need the
and-
shower either.
and-
Like, come on, the jacuzzi could have gone where the shower in the corner was.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see the video? The kids were all playing over there.
Something there could be revamped, and they could put
Yeah.
a jacuzzi in, which
Maybe they should call us. We should talk about
I'm
it.
just saying, in my opinion, every time we go for a snow day or something up north, we always look for hotels that
Heated pool.
have a heated pool
so we
and a
can do something in the
jacuzzi.
afternoon.
And we were
Yeah.
assuming that because this was such a fancy smancy place, that they would have a jacuzzi.
The only way
Nope,
to say
they
fancy
didn't.
fancy is because it said Hyatt. It's got Hyatt in it.
Hyatt
Everybody knows
Place,
that Hyatt,
yeah.
Hyatt Regional
So-
is expensive.
So that was good.
What else?
Not as good as we
Oh,
wanted.
you didn't
because
like
it
the
had-
bed because it was too squishy.
Oh wait, we're not there yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're
Take it
now
back.
after that. We're having dinner. Okay,
Okay.
so we went down to dinner. They have a. I'll tell you this.
The
The,
nice
the
kids
food was
menu,
good.
and the
they
food
call
was
it.
good.
They call it thoughtfully sourced. It's basically bar food.
Yes.
You got
Hamburgers, pizza,
Hamburgers,
French fries.
pizza, French fries,
Chicken wings.
some club
And
sandwiches.
they have a full bar, so
And
you
they
can
have
order whatever you want. No,
they don't have whatever you want. They have a limited menu on
they say you can.
on drinks, and I don't think they know how to mix. That was another problem. They didn't have a regular bartender. The lady that was
The check-in girl.
the check-in girl
The
was
sweetest pie.
Yeah.
Said she's
the
everything.
check-in girl was also the one that was running the bar.
And the counter for orders for food.
So when you wanted a drink and someone's checking in, you have to wait until she's done checking someone in for them to make your drink
Finally,
to
they
bring it
brought
over.
another girl down. So then
Yeah.
there was probably two girls.
Yeah.
So when we placed our giant order for dinner and drinks,
It was huge.
she's like,
She was on the
She's like, we got a big thing.
So
you go
it's-
make the drinks. I'll do this. I mean, we were overwhelming them. I felt.
Well, I don't
you
because
shouldn't have to feel like that if you're a guest.
because the place was big enough to accommodate
Right.
a lot more than just our family.
Don't make your guests feel like
And
they're like.
My
being a
problem
burden,
is
you know?
if you're going to advertise a place called the Placery that's kind of restaurant, you should have a bartender
Uh-huh.
and you should also have a waitress or a waiter
Or somebody
to attend to
help.
the tables.
Instead
and
of the
then-
checkout.
And then here's the thing: then that
Mhm.
waiter or waitress will also get tips from the
Absolutely.
table. Well, I mean, there's really
I
think
did tip really
yeah, you
good,
tip, but you
but-
have to pay for it up at the front desk. You
the
pay.
counter.
You pay for your
It
whole
was
meal
kinda
in
weird.
advance.
It wasn't
advance.
like a restaurant where
Yeah.
you sit there and take an order.
Yeah.
You just went and ordered and
So-
sat down.
So I'm just letting everybody know if you're gonna go. I'm not saying that
Oh,
this
the
is
light has
the sun.
gone.
This is the biggest complaint of anything in the world. It's
I'm
just
gonna go change the.
it's just all
Excuse me.
okay, yeah, it's just all the little prices that they attach to it.
Yeah,
And,
nickel and diamond, and people do
I mean,
that.
the rooms were pretty nice. They were nice. I think the bathrooms were nice in the
Yeah,
rooms.
it was pretty.
My
I
shower
liked it.
experience was great.
My shower experience
It was
fine.
very nice. The only thing I complain about the shower experience is that they have the soaps and everything.
And
I
the
think a lot
bulk.
of people are doing this now.
Right.
They mount them to the
Yeah.
wall, but the
No, I
shower
don't think he needs to take
the
home.
shower was so big that you have to walk out of the spray, so you're gonna get cold
Mhm.
while you're
Going to get
getting
the
some
towel.
shampoo. Some shampoo
Oh, the
on
shampoo.
and then you do your hair. Get back in there. It's like okay, warm again, and then you have
Oh,
to
I see what
and then you
you're saying,
rinse,
yeah.
and then you have to go over there get body wash, and it's
And
like
then
a
you go
pump
back to the
thing.
stream.
And then you go back to the stream. So my thought was, and I was thinking about this, I was like, why didn't you put just like a rain shower in the center of the
Yeah,
of
just
the,
to
of
keep
the
you warm. a little.
so you have the area that you can turn it on and
I'm
turn
not
it
a
off.
fan of the rain.
Well,
You know
it
why?
makes
There's no pressure. It just like
I know.
rains, and I got big hair, and I get all the
well. Let
hairspray
me
out.
explain this. It would make more sense in that
It
space
does.
because it's too
You don't have to
big,
deal with it.
and not unless you have your room heated to like 85 degrees, which I don't think it would even go that
Mhm.
high. in there. I mean, we had it comfortable. We had it like 70
or something, but
I
did like that we had
it was cold
control of
outside.
it. I like that we had control of
did.
it. We've been to places before where
We
you
did.
can only go to so-and-so or
Right.
whatever. You can't get warmer than this or colder than that.
My biggest complaint is, and my daughter's complaint was her bed was too hard,
And ours was too soft.
and ours was a memory foam mattress, and I sunk up to my neck in it, and I hate memory foam mattresses.
Yeah.
We
My
have.
back hurt
I mean,
too,
I'm used
and
to
my
a
arm fell
very
asleep.
very firm mattress, and I like that
Mhm.
firm mattress with the what do we have that inner coils, but we also have that.
Oh, the rubber topper, like the
what
latex.
is it called? We have
Yeah.
latex on the top.
Oh,
We have a 3-inch
anyways.
rubber latex mattress.
So we're not used to the big foofy Goldilocks
and
bed.
it's firm and it's good.
But the linens were nice and it felt
um,
good.
My bed feels more like a resort bed
Our bed.
than that did, and I was very surprised because I've been through so many resorts that they have these like real high quality mattresses
No, and look at them.
that you might sink just slightly, but it's firm and it's just the nicest sleep.
Mhm.
That's kind of how our mattress is here.
Yeah.
This one was like, poof, and I
Oh,
was
and they could use more
sleeping.
pictures on the wall.
Yeah,
Just
and I was
saying.
sleeping in a, I would call it I was sleeping in a cavern all night. I don't know what it was, like a ditch, whatever it was.
So I guess on the flip side, we did get in around 3. That's fine. I had to go back down and get the other 2 rooms, but it's
that was about
fine.
3:30. Yeah.
I read some other reviews though that someone said they were there at 3 and their room wasn't ready till 6 p.m. And I'm like, what? I'm glad they didn't pull that shit with us because we had the whole fam and they were tired and then we want to go swimming.
I'm not trying to tear the place apart, but
Just
if
get your shit together.
if they want to
I do.
have more people coming to their
You don't want
supposed,
complaints then. These are
it's
the
not a
things
resort.
you gotta fix.
I wouldn't call it a resort at all. It's a
Mhm.
hotel, and for $170 a night plus $8 parking fee.
Mhm. And if you're
it's
bringing
not
your pets,
worth it.
75.
Will we be going back?
No.
Because I'll tell you what, there's, and I'm not gonna tell you what that place is because I don't want it to be like booked and I can't check in. So
But there are places
there's
close
nicer
by
places that have
that
not
you can
not
eat
nicer.
with
I
the
mean they're
restaurant,
they're
and
nice,
you can have
but
your stuff and there's indoor pools
for around $100.
for about the same price.
No,
We just wanted something
around
different.
$100.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's a big difference.
Sure.
The only difference is that they offered you a decent breakfast. It was pretty nice. The breakfast was
Oh, the Flagstaff Hyatt place?
Yeah,
Oh, it was great. Everybody
They
loved
had
the breakfast.
fruit. They had
Oatmeal. They
oatmeal.
had, you can make your own like tortillas.
is
with
it worth
the-
$70 extra on your
They had
bill?
waffles. They
Don't know.
had yummy hash browns.
Um,
They had some like donut holes, some fresh fruit.
They had Canadian
juices.
bacon
Yes,
and
toast, jelly, bagels, cream cheese.
they-
They had everything.
they had
Lots
the
of tea.
what do you call it, like you get at McDonald's, the potato the
Hash browns.
hash browns. Yeah. It's like McDonald's style, and then they had
They were good.
they had basically scrambled eggs
Mm-hmm.
and
And waffle, little
they
Belgian
didn't
waffles
do some of the
and
stuff that
compote,
I'm
berry
used to
compote.
with some other ones that have like cranberry juice. They only had they had
Orange
apple
apple.
juice and orange juice and water.
Mhm. And then
They
coffee.
do have the coffee station that had
decaf
decaf for
you,
me,
thankfully.
and they have teas and hot water and regular
Lots
coffee.
of tea
So,
selections.
that was
and then
nice.
they had like
Yeah.
cinnamon and nutmeg and
That was
cocoa you
nice.
can put on your stuff.
But my whole point
It's
is,
cute.
it's not worth $170.
And they said, now was it because we were there on a holiday? She goes, because it's a holiday, our breakfast bar opens at 7.
Yeah.
I thought it opened at 6 when we read on the online. But
There,
anyway,
there was people waiting.
there were people there between
A lot
6
of
and
people
6:30.
waiting, yeah.
But the
They
the
were
hot
they were
breakfast
right on
wasn't open
point.
yet.
They started bringing the stuff out at
At
7 o'clock.
But if you're there early, the
Yeah.
coffee and tea and all that is open.
It's there.
The
You can
juice
sit
is
there.
You can get the fresh fruit
Oh,
and
you can-
cereal for the kids.
You can actually eat cereal
Yeah,
stuff.
That's
and-
open.
and
That's
it's there.
great. That was awesome.
And hard-boiled eggs were there.
But we wanted the hot breakfast, so we had to wait till 7,
Seven,
which
yeah.
was okay because it was like quarter till. So, we
So
waited.
it was a good breakfast. I wouldn't say that's bad, but
But
okay.
factor
So
that into the price, it
right,
was okay.
you
For
could
everybody,
probably go down the street to Denny's and have the same good breakfast and not spend $70 extra per room. So think of 3 rooms.
even
that's-
Denny's, you're going to spend $15 a
Oh,
person.
Well, fine, but fine. Think of this: that extra $70
Mhm.
per room,
Mhm.
that comes out to be 200 and something odd dollars.
It was
right? 210, right?
$536 for 3 rooms.
No, I'm just saying that extra.
Um,
What I'm telling people is that you can get a hotel room
Oh, I
up there for $100. It's nice that has restaurants at it or whatever, and
Mhm.
and you can get a jacuzzi there for $100.
Yeah, cheaper.
And
Do your
and
homework,
don't
people.
and don't pay for parking, and you can do
Mhm.
that, okay. and then
But
you could
you're
go
gonna
out.
pay for dinner,
You could go. You can pay for. Well, we paid for dinner
We did
too.
pay for dinner.
We paid $200 for dinner on top of it at the place.
I know, because
So-
we paid for everybody.
So what I'm saying is, we paid $200 at other places that.
Which we do. This is part of our gift for the kids.
I know
We do this all the
that,
time.
which is better food. So,
Yeah.
the experience was, it's okay.
Yeah.
See, it's okay.
I thought it would be
But
a
would I-
little bit fancier.
will I stay there
and more
again?
catered to.
No.
No.
No, not for that price. I can get a better deal somewhere else, and I'm telling you that. So,
So I
not
guess
trying
you
to
know
put it
what?
down, but
To
if you're fancy,
justify it,
if
though.
you're fancy folk and you want to stay at a supposedly fancy hotel, which is not much fancier than some of the other
Okay,
places.
so tell me, what would you? So everything included, everything we just talked about, went through what we had to do and listen to, and blah blah blah. What would you have paid for the experience we had?
I
What
would
was
say
what?
I would say the room, and that would include parking, should be around 120.
I think
And-
you're right. I think
yeah.
about 125. No, don't charge me
Yeah.
for parking because I'm a guest.
Right.
And then everything we had. Oh, the pool wasn't that hot. Oh, the drink was bad. We had to send something.
Well, they didn't
back.
have a jacuzzi, so it
Didn't have a
wasn't
jacuzzi.
even. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
125, not
Yeah.
176, and then add on that other shit.
Yep.
So, that's
So
it.
it was
Not too
it was an
expensive.
expensive trip, but it wasn't worth the price at Hyatt Place in
Mhm.
Flagstaff. There you go.
You know
There's
what
the
was worth
review.
it though? Was
What?
going there and having a good time with the kids.
Right.
And the snow day we had.
Right.
And
The snow day was fun. Being there with as a family
fellowship
was
we all
great.
had just goofing
So-
off and playing together. It
But
was awesome.
we've
So,
had other experiences that are
Change
just as
that
good
out,
at
so.
a cheaper hotel. But anyway, thanks for joining.
Next year
this
we're gonna find something
bitch
else.
fest.
You guys promised
You
to like and
stay.
subscribe
Yeah.
and come back next year and we'll see where
Guess
we go.
what? We're gonna have one in February, and we're gonna probably have another one in.
But not with the kids.
No, this is just me and you.
Yeah.
But
We got more
but
stuff coming.
We're doing travel stuff that we're doing. We're kind of doing some, giving people ideas where to go,
Like the fire.
which isn't, especially in this. There goes Lucy. Especially in this economy,
Yeah.
we're giving people ideas and places to go that aren't
We're
so
trying to.
extremely expensive.
And then
'cause
if
it's
they are,
hard
we
to
wanna
do. Yeah.
bitch about it and let
Yeah.
you know. So,
Right.
anyways, love you.
Bye.
Like and
Take care,
subscribe.
everybody.